Hi guys, welcome back to the channel again. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful off-shoulder crop top. So mine is deep, the chest line is deep. That is how I want mine to be, but the one at the middle is the inspiration of this particular top. If you want yours to be exactly like the one at the middle, you don't want your chest line to show, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to go about it. All right, so you'd like to watch this video to the end. So to my subscribers, I love you all, and if you're just seeing me for the first time, welcome. You're welcome. I love you all, guys. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Okay, all right guys, let's go. So of course we're going to be drafting on our pattern paper first, so get your pattern paper. So I'm going to start marking my starting line. After marking my starting line, I'll start taking my vertical line. So if you're following this channel, you're going to know I like drafting on my pattern paper because it gives my viewer clearer understanding. All right, so after marking my starting line, I'll take my bust point, under bust, waistline, and extra 2 inches for hemming allowance. Okay, this is a crop top, of course, so I'm going to stop at my waistline. I'll just add 2, so just add 2 or 1 inch allowance after your waistline for your hemming allowance. Okay, so after marking this, I'm going to go ahead to label the line, my bust point, under bust, waistline, and the allowance. So on my starting line, I'm going to divide my shoulder by 2, which is 9, come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, take my neck width for the back, neck 3, neck depth for the back 1.5. so now we are making use of the back, like we are drafting for the back pattern, right? We will use this back pattern to cut for both the front. All right, so that's 1 inch. I came down by shoulder slope. I'm going to connect it into the neckline, then come down by 9 inches, which is my armhole line, mark it down and label the line, chest line as well. Then I'm going to connect the line straight this way. The next thing I'm going to do is to divide what I have on that armhole line by 2, come out by 1/4 of an inch, and make my armhole curve. Sorry, I am a bit fast, but this is what I normally do. This is just basically our basic bodies. All right, so that is it. Now I'm going to take my dart intake. So the dart is going to only be at the back. The front has a wrapping effect, so it's not going to be at the front, so just watch. So my nipple to nipple from my chest line, assuming the front has a dart and we're drafting for the front, the dart line is going to start from the bust line, but because the back is having a dart, that line is going to start from the chest line. Then after that, I'm going to come out by half inch from my allowance line and connect. You guys know how we do this, right? Connect it slightly upwards this way. Okay, so after that, I'm going to start imputing my body measurement, my round body measurement, which is my bust point divided by 4. I'm going to add 2 inches seam allowance, my waistline divided by 4, replace the little dart intake and add in 2 inches seam allowance, and I'm going to reconnect the lines this way. Guys, hope you understand. If you've watched up to this extent, guys, and you haven't subscribed, I beg you in the name of God, this is 2025, hit on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. All right, I love you all. So go ahead and cut off the one we're not using, like cut off the excess we have. All right, so this is our back pattern now. So we're going to be drafting on our fabric first, but before that, you know, this is an off shoulder crop top. Now from the shoulder line, I'm going to determine how deep I want my neckline to be. So this is where the part I said I'm going to show you guys, if you don't want yours to be too deep, I came down by 7 inches. So if you don't want your chest line to be exposed like mine, please come down by 5 inches. 5 inches, okay, or 4, but 5 is better. But I came down by 7 inches from my shoulder line. Then I'll cut it out, right? So I'm going to cut for the back. I'm going to bring my fabric. We're going to cut for the back first, so that we can use this pattern paper, alter the give the wrapping effects for the front. Okay, so I'm going to use the pattern paper to cut for my back first. All right, hope you guys understand. Use your pattern paper, cut for your back, then we're going to alter the neckline for the front when I'm done cutting up, when I'm done with the back. So I'm going to place my fabric this way, and I'm going to go ahead and cut. And while cutting, I'm going to give it about 1/4 of an inch all around. Though I've given this pattern paper all the necessary allowance it needed, but I'm going to just give it 1/4 of an inch all around. But the armhole, I'm not going to be giving any allowances to, rate. Okay, so cut this out and we're going to set it aside, then work on the front pattern. Hope you guys understand. Please, if you have a question, leave that down the comment section. All right, so for the front, I'm going to get my pattern paper now. Okay, can you see? I'm going to get my pattern paper now. You're still going to see what I did. If you don't want yours to be too deep, the front neckline, you don't want it to be too deep, make sure you stop at the chest line. Did you see how I curved my rule? My curve got to the bust point. So the more you're going down, the more you're curving your ruler, the more open you want your chest line to be. Okay, so can you see how I did mine? I curved it and it got to the middle of the bust, like it came up by 1 inch, half inch from the bust point. So if you don't want yours that deep, do not extend this curve line to the bust area, just stop at the chest line. Hope you guys understand. Then you cut it out. Now I'm going to use this to cut on our fabric for the front. All right, hope you guys understand that. So I'm going to get my fabric and I'm going to leave excess allowance on the center front. Can you see? I'm going to leave some allowance on the center front to give it that wrapping effect. So now I'm going to just cut out the excess out of this. I'll just cut it out and show you guys how we're going to go about the wrapping effects. Now, the excess you're going to leave, how you're going to know the measurements to make your wrapping effect is you're going to measure what you have from this part. Can you see I gave half of an inch while I was cutting on the center, on the side fronts. Then on the upper side, I came up by 1 inch. Then to get my wrapping effect, I'm going to measure what I have there and impute it on the other side that I have excess allowance. I'm going to impute it this way. Then I'm going to come down by 1/4 of an inch as well, the way I did for the back, and connect it to where the length will stop. Then I'll cut it out. Guys, hope you understand what I am doing. I'm going to cut it out, then I'll reconnect that line now to meet that part, but I'm going to come up by 2 inches. I'm going to come up by 2 inches, then connect it this way. Can you see what I did, guys? Then you go ahead and cut this out. Hope you guys understand what I did here. It's self-explanatory, but if you don't understand, you can leave your question or you rewind the video. Okay, so when I open it, this is how. Can you see the wrapping effect? Can you see it's taking shape already? Can you see it is taking shape already? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to hem the neckline area. Then I'm going to indicate the back, of course, because this fabric is kind of manipulating the front and the back. So now I'm going to fold the neckline area, like fold it in the rough edges. I'm going to fold it in, and I'm also going to do the same thing for this other side. I'm going to fold it in. Then when I'm done, I'm going to show you guys what next to do. So after that, let's work on our sleeve first before showing you what next to do. So I have my 2 sleeve here. So now if you want your sleeve short, you're going to, I minused 7. So whatever you minused on your pattern paper while cutting off your crop top, you're going to minus. So assuming I want my sleeve to be short, I'm going to minus that 7 I minus before taking the length of my sleeve. But because I want my sleeve to be as long as the one on the thumbnail, I'm going to use my exact sleeve without minusing anything. Okay, so if you want yours to be long, use your exact sleeve, do not minus anything. My exact sleeve is 25, but I added 3 inches extra because of that gathers effect on the sleeve area, on the length, right? So I'm going to bring my back bodies. You can use your front, but I'll be using my back bodies to give it that armhole shape. Okay, on my sleeve, I'm going to give it that armhole shape on my sleeve. Okay, and here I have my 2 sleeve already, like I said before. Then I'm going to open it on the upper side where I have my armhole curve. I'm going to fold in, leaving about half of an inch for my elastic to pass through, and on the hem length I'm going to fold it little. Okay, so you're going to do same thing for the other sleeve as well. Hope you guys understand. So now I'm going to show you what I have here. So this is it. This is the back. I've hemmed the neckline for the back, and these are the front, the 2 fronts. Okay, please, if you have an opportunity that you have electricity, please iron while sewing. But me, I do not have light, but I'm going to iron this when I am done. okay, when they restore the light. So this is the front and this is the back. Can you see the wrapping effect is already taking shape after I was done hemming the neckline area, but for both the back and the front. All right, so this is it. This is the wrapping effect. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the sleeve. Now set that one aside and work on the sleeve. Now I'm going to be passing my elastic through that that area. I said you should, when folding, you make like half of an inch casing for your elastic to pass through. So I'm going to go ahead and pass my elastic through it. I'm also going to pass my elastic through the other sleeve as well when I am done with that one. So guys, this is it. After I was done passing the elastic, this is what I have. I'm going to use my pin to secure that part, take this to my sewing machine, and I'll stitch down the two sides. Okay, so now for the down, you know, it has a gathered effect at the sleeve down. I'm going to use this elastic while sewing. I'll be drawing the elastic while sewing. I'll be drawing the elastic. I'm also going to do the same thing for the other sleeve. So while I was done, this is how it looks. Can you see? This is how it looks. The two sleeve, this is how it looks. Now I am going to bring my back bodies, place my the sleeve on it this way, and I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'll stitch it. Bring the other side of the sleeve and place on the other side as well. Can you see? And I'm going to bring the front. I'm going to bring the front bodies as well, and I'm going to you know, place it as well, the armhole to armhole area, front side facing each other. And I'm also going to do same thing for this other side as well. Okay, so when I'm done, I'll show you how it looks. So guys, this is how it looks, how it's looking when I was done. Can you see the wrapping effect is taking shape already? So I'm going to flip it over to the back, like the wrong side, and I'm going to join the bodies together. Okay, I'll join for this other side, and I'm also going to join for the other side as well. When I'm done, I'll stitch down my back darts and show you how it looks. So guys, when I was done, this is how it looks. Can you see? I've stitched down my back darts. Now I am going to bring a rope. I don't know if you guys have seen what I'm doing. I didn't know, my camera wasn't capturing it well, but bring a rope. That's to give it that wrapping effect, like for it to go around your waist. You can decide not to put the rope, you can decide just to tie it that way, but for it to go around my waist, I'm going to add extra rope to this and show you guys how it looks. Guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you find this tutorial educating and interesting. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, leave a nice comment, share my video, and don't forget to follow for more. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please quickly click on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. All right guys, bye.